This is a crucial moment for American healthcare and the well-being of our people. President Trump has taken a decisive step to dramatically reduce prescription drug prices, a move that will have a profound impact on millions of Americans. For too long, the cost of prescription medications has been a burden that limited access and strained family budgets, especially for those facing serious health issues like infertility, diabetes, or chronic illnesses.
This is a very big deal. People are going to save a lot of money and be healthy. So we're here this evening to celebrate the launch of one of the most transformative healthcare initiatives of all time. There's never been anything like it. Starting tonight, dozens of the most commonly used prescription drugs will be available at dramatic discounts for all consumers throughout a new website. It's called TrumpRx.gov. That's TrumpRx.gov.
President Trump's initiative focuses on making prescription drugs more affordable through innovative policies and negotiations, and it's a historic breakthrough. The core of this effort is the implementation of the Most Favored Nation clause, which guarantees that Americans will pay the lowest price anywhere in the world for the same medications. This policy alone is expected to slash drug prices in the U.S. by as much as 80%, 90%, or even more in some cases, saving American families billions of dollars each year. Why is this a big deal? Because Americans have been paying the highest drug prices globally, subsidizing not only their own healthcare but also helping other countries buy medications at a fraction of the cost. While the U.S. accounts for only 4% of the world's population, we consume about 13% of all prescription drugs. Yet, pharmaceutical companies have been making roughly 75% of their profits from the U.S. market, effectively turning American consumers into the primary payers for global drug development and manufacturing. President Trump recognized this unfair system and took action. By negotiating agreements with the world's largest pharmaceutical companies, he secured lower prices for Americans, sometimes slashing costs by hundreds or even thousands of dollars. For example, drugs like GLP-1 weight loss medications, insulin, and inhalers, which previously cost hundreds of dollars, will now be available at a fraction of the price. Novo Nordisk's Ozempic, for instance, will go from over $1,000 to just $199, a reduction of over 80%. Eli Lilly's insulin will drop from $200 to $25, cutting costs by 87.5%. Inhalers that once cost nearly $500 could now be just over $50. These reductions are not just numbers. They're a lifeline for families struggling to afford essential medications.
For example, you will see dramatic reductions in the cost of popular weight loss drugs known as GLP-1s. Novo Nordisk will be slashing the price, as an example, of Ozempic from more than $1,000 to $199, and the price of Wegovy from more than $1,300 to $199. Nobody can even believe it. A 578% difference. Eli Lilly, who's been very helpful to us in getting this done, will be cutting the cost of its common insulin, drug, and medication from $200 to $25. Nobody can believe it. $200 to $25. AstraZeneca is slashing the price of a common inhaler from $458 to $51, a difference of nearly 800%. And we're also delivering historic discounts for couples struggling with infertility, as EMD Serrano will dramatically cut the cost of its most common IVF drugs. For example, a single dose of the most common IVF drug in the country, Gonal F, will plummet from the highest price in the developed world that we paid. The United States was subsidizing everybody. We paid the highest to the lowest price in the world, which will be demonstrating very shortly. We have some very talented people coming up and showing you how it's going to work and how the website works.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more news on politics and entertainment.